Access to the map. So you can see ahead of you as the road progresses down, and it's kind of a muddy, messy track. And you can see another bridge ahead of you. And then not too far after the bridge is a gatehouse. And you can see what probably at one time was a formidable set of walls. But even from this distance, you can see that the swamp is overtaking this keep that once stood here. And then behind the gatehouse, you can see a tower that that stands up above the walls and the gatehouse itself, overlooking the area. And shooting out of the top of the tower is this green shaft of light that goes into the sky.
Oh shit! I just now realized I can stroll to the right and see it. I thought you were just explaining it to us.
I zoomed out. I was like, "Well, you can't see." I'm zoomed out. I can see the whole thing. Shaft. Don't worry, Q. You probably won't get shafted.
So what is the red thing on the map again?
That was a number for me, so I knew what was in there. It's just a marker.
Oh, what's in there? 10 of something. Okay.
And what is it?
10 trolls?
And what is this?
That you really can't see from your distance.
Okay.
But it's a pile of something laying there.
Oh, great.
Okay, I'll send Corum in to check it out.
Okay, so Grun insists that Corum go up and look and check things out. And since Corum's on mute, he can't argue.
Corum can come on mute, but he likes that idea. Any chance for Corum to activate some wings of fire and kind of get some leverage? He's all in.
Okay. So Corum's gonna go up. Corum ignites Grun makes the suggestion, and Corum's fire wings appear.
Well, I was joking. And now that he's lit himself up so everyone can see us coming, thanks, Corum.
And Corum takes to the sky as it disappears. He's gone for about 5 or 10 minutes and comes back. And what he reports is that the walls of the keep are broken in a couple places. To the left of the gatehouse, that set of walls is broken. There's 3 or 4 buildings inside the keep structure. There appears to be a pile of food on the ground behind the gatehouse, and then there's a couple more breaks on the walls, like behind the tower. There's a break in the wall, and he reports that he didn't see anybody or anything moving in the keep.
Can you be more descriptive about a bag of food? I mean,
pile of food.
But food like dead animals, food like apples,
food like people parts.
No, on the people parts. Yes, on animals and fruits, vegetables, mostly meats. Probably largely sheep.
Like dried
crocodile. No, it's just just bloody fresh food laying there.
Ooh.
It's probably what the trolls are eating, I'm guessing.
Or Roglin thinks that's food for the wyvern dragon thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that thing.
You forgot about the dragon?
Grun did, not Brian.
Forget about that.
Okay.
Grunded and Brian did.
Okay, so yeah, so obviously this has been Corum sharing this with everybody what he saw.
Yes.
We're making that call
Yes.
for him.
A lot of
Yeah,
food
no.
reminds Quorum of a play he saw enacted in which a big T-Rex was summoned with a goat.
Someone with a goat.
A play that he was, a play, right? A Jurassic play.
T-Rex has a companion of a goat. So, what time of the day did you say it was, Jason?
Well, by the time, because you all planned on riding and leaving your horses, someplace where you could get to them quickly. So it's probably about midday.
Okay. And we never saw the dragon out during the day, right? It was only at nighttime.
Yeah, that no one ever saw it during. And the map is not quite to scale, guys. Just a heads up.
Yeah. What's the scale between this bridge and there? If we wanted to like.
Probably about 400 or 500 foot. It's pretty close to scale, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna suggest we dismount near the next bridge or before the next bridge in like these woods over here, so we can hide our horses a little bit and then see if there's more trolls or something waiting us at that next bridge.
Now, keep in mind you're in a swamp, so yeah, those are woods, but the road you're on is been built up using dirt and rock and gravel and things like that. So off to the side, it's pretty squishy.
I mean, are they gonna sink in or?
Well, maybe not. Just advise you that you are on a road going through a swamp.
I have a feeling he's saying our horses are going to turn to like dinner for somebody or something.
Trolls?
Well, I think you
It
killed
reminds
all.
Quorum of another play in which Atreyu, the horse, gets sucked into the mud.
Jeez. All right, well, the other option is
Or Artex.
I don't know. It might be fine considering they have a rhino with them. It'll probably be able to scare off a majority of things.
Hope so.
guard rhino. Oh,
Go for real bad if we kill Bertra's mount while she's not here.
well, okay. If we leave the horses and the rhinos here, how long would it take us to get? So it's midday. How long would it take us to get there?
Maybe a half hour, 40 minutes. It's not that far.
Oh, okay. I was like, because the idea is to. I think the idea was to wait till nightfall before we tried to sneak in or go in.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what our plan actually was, if we had one.
You have one?
I feel like we discussed it was we were trying to watch out for the dragon at night and then be like, okay, dragon's gone. Let's go try and find. I'm after a ring. I think it was.
Yeah, we were looking for a ring as well as the green stone. Our plan was roughly that we were going to try to wait till nightfall, but based off of what we know about lizard men, do we know if they're more nocturnal or?
Well, the bandits that attacked the town.
We know they're a mix, but
yeah, they're a mix of human and lizard folk, and they came in usually in the evening or at night, but that could have been used in the cover of darkness, and the creature would sometimes appear at night as well. Keep in mind, you're only guessing that they're located here.
Yeah, have we been like watching for tracks as we're moving close to this thing?
No one's mentioned anything to me about that, so.
Well, I would mention it to Q.
Q will take a moment to do some quick looking around, see if we can find any lizardmen tracks or anything that looked bigger than troll tracks.
Okay,
recently.
give me a survival check just so I can see how well you do.
I mean, I'm not horrible at it. Can I offer assistance for him to do this?
Sure. I think he kind of nailed it, though.
Okay.
So Q spends a little bit of time looking around, and the first thing he finds is a lot of troll tracks, particularly around the bridge. But he's gone a little bit as he scouts ahead, and when he comes back, he reports that he sees lizardmen tracks heading to and from the keep along the road, not necessarily in the road, but on the edges of the road. And he also sees a number of human tracks that are older that seem to originate from the keep.
All right, so any horse we leave tied up anywhere close to the road is going to get stolen or eaten.
Well, we could make our way across this first bridge, find hopefully something a little bit more solid in the next area, and then try to go the rest of the way on foot. And then if we find that that the actual buildings are clear, we could pull them up and find maybe a stable or something if it looks like a keep.
At this point, Lightning points out, says, Bertrand and I could hang back here for a little bit and watch while you guys scout the keep.
No,
Good
we
idea.
definitely need Lightning and Bertra in front. Get out of that DM. Kidding, that's a good idea.
Well,
I agree with letting Lightning and Bircher stay behind and wonder what.
Lightning points says it's not like they don't already know we're here and points at Corum.
Yep, that's a good point. Everybody within a 5-mile radius saw the big, bright, on fire bird flying through the sky.
Oh, sorry, Jason. I just dragged the token in so I could see.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know
It was the middle of the day though, so it would have been harder to see.
Oh, you wouldn't have noticed a giant, flying bird man
How giant?
on fire in the sky?
I mean, it's the sun, right?
Sure.
Either way, you probably would have noticed some dude just flying around.
But it's not like you have to be stealthy flying around with fiery wings.
Well, I don't think the fiery wings would necessarily give you away during the day. It's night, definitely, but either way, some dude flapping his arms through the sky.
All right. Well, Grun's pretty much come to the conclusion that our mounts are going to die. So let's leave them wherever we're going to leave them. We're not going to tie them up. Maybe they can run away, but they are screwed. So Bertra's going to have to pull the wagon back whenever we get whatever we need to get.
She'll love that.
Yeah, I'll help her. I'll tell her where to go.
Corum's dream just came true.
You'll drive the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little excessive whippedness.
Oh, yeah, that'll go good. That won't give me rage at all.
You pull harder when you're raged.
So Bertra and Lightning busy themselves in pulling, and I'll drag Bertra's token over here just so we know where they're at. Pulling the mounts and the wagon and stuff far enough off the road that they're hidden, but not far enough that they can't be somewhat easily accessible when needed.
Okay.
And best place they find is just right there, just on the other side of the bridge, which I drop Bertra's token at. I'll pull Lightning in there too, so we know that Lightning is currently with Bertra, and that's where the mounts and the horses and stuff, and they take some time and are in the process as you guys are deciding what you're going to do of camouflaging and hiding things as best they can.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go strolling up here. We're waiting for nightfall. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I thought we were going to wait for nightfall because we think that pile of food's there. Do you think it's going to get eaten soon?
I say go during the day.
Of course you do.
So, oh shoot, we do need some rest though, don't we, from that last fight? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
think we do. Yeah.
Okay. How are we doing on that rest since that fight? It looks like did we take a short rest and I just forgot to click it?
No, we haven't.
No, you haven't, Stephen. This is pretty much like right after that fight.
Oh, we just kept going. Okay.
I mean, I just burned one rage and I got scratched, so I'm fine.
That's because you jumped in the water and were like, "Oh, giant fireball! Everything's crazy." I wonder how that happened.
I got a lot of spells left. I just used 2 of my my bardic inspirations.
Well, we're not going to get a long rest before we got to go in there, right?
No,
Because
not
we've
before
already-
you go in there. No, if
Yeah.
you're going to wait to nightfall, you got maybe 4 hours to nightfall.
Perfect for an elven long rest.
But it hasn't been 24 hours, right? You can't get benefits of a long rest more than once every 24 hours.
Yep.
Oh, I figured we stopped and then got attacked by those trolls. Maybe I didn't. Okay. All right, let's roll.
So we're going to
Yeah,
investigate during the
I'd
day
say-
at least?
Yeah, I would say we go during the day. I don't see there's any value in waiting until night.
Unless someone wants to get a short rest in for whatever that might replenish. It's up to you guys.
Let's say, look at your tokens. Probably Corum is the most banged up.
There's like,
How'd that
Yeah,
happen with
I
a
think he's the only
AC
one
of
that got hit.
24?
I think he's the one that got caught in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hit a little bit. That's all right. I got healing. In fact, that's not a bad way to use it. I'm gonna cast a spell before we get going.
Watch it
So-
fizzle on him.
So Corum pretty much scouted out the whole little keep area when he was in his fire
Yeah.
self, right? Okay.
Right, yeah, he flew around it and over it, and well, maybe not directly over it, but high enough where he could see in it.
All right.
Jason, that's weird.
You having trouble? Oh, there it is.
No, that's all right. It's just so it shows that I've only used 2 second level spells. So I'm just trying to figure out. I think I cast enhance ability on somebody though.
Don't worry about it.
That was before we had a long rest back in the.
Yeah, but those are
in
literally
town.
my only 2. So yeah, that'll help Corum out a little bit.
Yep.
He's-
So Grunt is still going to suggest that Q goes forward first to
Okay.
get a up close and personal inspection of the keep and the surrounding areas before we all
Okay.
just go strolling in there.
Okay. At least the DM's fine with that. Now, Q may not be, but DM's fine with it.
Q is stealthing.
Okay, so Q, you sneak up and stealth along the edges of the road. Or assuming around the edge of the road. Is that what you're planning on doing?
He's
Okay.
leaving us notes in the sand.
Is it really trees though, or
Yeah, it's trees. There's trees and brush here, but it's also kind of. I mean, it's swampy, so you kind of got to watch where you're stepping because you might come back without a boot.
like wetlands.
Yeah,
Exactly what you're in because you're in a swamp.
the Florida swamps. Yep.
Yep. So you move along the edges of the road and into the in and out of the trees, and you guys watch Q as he just kind of fades into the background. You see every now and then you see Oscar flit from like one side of the road to the other and back and forth, moving inside the trees is when Oscar can. He's gone maybe a half hour, and he returns. What you see, Q, is largely the same thing that Corum saw. There is a mound of food that Oscar kind of indicates inside the thing, but you don't see anything moving. You do find more tracks of the lizard men coming and going. The humanoid tracks or the non-lizard men tracks, you do see more of those, but again, they're older. 2 or 3 days, maybe a week older than the lizard men tracks.
Okay, and I'd also have Oscar trying to keep an eye and see if any of the doors are open or if it looks like anything's, because you said there's a couple buildings. So
Yeah, there's a couple buildings, and Oscar kind of indicates that the door or from what you can see and you're moving around, the door to the gatehouse, it has a portcullis in it, or had a portcullis in it, but that portcullis is not closed. So it's open.
okay, I'll share that information with the group. So essentially, we could try to slip in from one of the sides or walk straight up the middle, but I don't like the middle.
do you feel like it's a trap, or
Well, I don't know about it actually being a trap, but I just walking straight up through the middle of the road seems like we're asking for it. Because if anyone's watching whatsoever, we're screwed.
Plus, the pile of meat that may or may not be to feed the dragon, Drake, Wyvern, whatever we're calling it now.
The beast.
The beast within.
I don't know. I'm pretty convinced that's a dragon based off how they described it. But
the food
I
may
say we
still have
just-
been something for the trolls as well.
yeah,
is
but
it-
I imagine.
Go ahead.
Did it look like the trolls' feet, footprints from the trolls also made their way towards the castle, or
There
Or
were
they pretty much
tracks of
just met
trolls. Well, there were tracks of trolls moving in that direction, but depending on how close you went, you're not 100% sure.
All right. So we're
Let's
going
go.
to sneak our way in.
or
Sounds
at least
good.
try to? I'd say we just go just south of the road and looking at the water when we were scouting around. Does it look like it was fast-moving river or just black?
Mostly black, to be honest. Slow, torpid moving water. The areas crossed by the bridge are crossed by the bridge because they're fairly deep moving streams in those areas. And Corum just walks to the other side of the bridge.
Well, he's stealths to the other
Yeah.
side of the bridge. As stealthy as possible.
I mean, you could not cross on the bridge, but you'd have to swim more than likely.
Corb does not want to swim.
Well, Grun will walk through the water. He already did once.
Okay.
Oh, I figured we could cross the bridge and then we could try to use the water just
Shh, I'm
outside
hiding.
the keep.
Grun
Keep
goes
just looks
splashing into
disappointed
the
on
water.
everyone.
Grun, make a swimming check for me, please.
A swimming check? What the F is that? There's no swimming check.
Aren't you the boat dude?
Athletics.
Acrobatics?
yeah.
Athletics?
Athletics.
Is it that deep?
Yeah.
Does he
Holy
have an
shit.
advantage though?
I'm not raging.
He's not raging, but
No, because he was the raised on the boats thing.
well, so you wade into the water and you're wading out in the water. Just by the time you whisper, like, shh, I'm sneaking. You take a step and you all see Grun's head go under the water, and then you see him swim back to the top and bob back to the top of the water.
I'm an excellent swimmer.
The horns are buoyant.
That hollow thing on top of his
And then he
body
progresses
is whole.
swim with the current, or somewhat with the current. It ends up about right there. It's the other side.
Oh, going across the bridge.
In the distance, you hear a crow calling.
Is it dangerous crow or like?
Yeah, it's just a crow calling.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
Being a falconer and knowing birds very well, does that actually sound like a real crow, or does that sound like it's more of somebody trying to mimic it?
Give me a nature check.
I don't suppose I got advantage, right?
Yeah, so I was going to say with advantage, but I was wait for you to roll first.
Oh, I don't think my nature's actually that high.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then with advantage.
Oofed.
Oof.
Yeah, it sounds pretty much like a real crow. Seems to be coming from the general direction of the keep.
Okay. Well, I'll
Notice how Q is staying on the other side of the bridge while all you guys are crossed.
yeah,
Shh.
me and my bow can hit
sneaking.
it from a ways.
All right,
So
waiting
is
on
it-
our guide.
Is this like a tower? Is it a keep? Is it just a gate? What is this thing in
Okay.
front of us?
So, now that you guys are close enough there, and Corum definitely close enough, let me just do it this way.
Roll
Well, you
initiative.
described the portcullis, so I figured it's an old walls that has holes in it now.
Yeah,
And
well,
just like a Brooks tower in the middle. That's kind of what I've been picturing. With the Eye of Sauron coming out the top in green. Ooh, okay, that'll.
Need a shift click or something because I can't see anything.
Far
no,
left.
it's far left. It's super small map.
He hasn't put you in yet. Then Grun, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
there.
Grun's
I
there.
just wasn't in the right spot.
Is this?
So, what you see is it's a gatehouse linked to the walls. The walls are probably about 10 and a half foot tall, maybe 20. And I say that because in places they started to sink into the ground.
Are there murder holes and stuff?
The gatehouse is fairly stable, or appears to be, and it's like, if you count the top floor, 4 stories high, 3 enclosed stories, and the gatehouse, it's at the top of the gatehouse would make the 4th. There is was a set of double doors. You can actually see them on the map there because I drew them in, but they have rotted and crumbled. And then past that, there was a portcullis. And at some point, the portcullis had been lowered, or maybe it just fell. But now it's pretty much just a mass of rust.
Now we saw approaching that we could go around this gate, right? That would, like the walls were.
Yes, there is a gap to the left that you can go around the gate. And to answer your question, there are murder holes in the ceiling.
Let's go not maybe through the. I mean, the portcullis is rusted, gone, right? Like just not there.
Yeah, I mean, there's pieces of there enough where you can see where it used to be, but it's rusted beyond use.
Can't. And what about
it doesn't impede our ability to travel through it.
Now, beyond that, because you can see beyond that, and this map doesn't show it, but beyond that, you can see the tower itself across, the gap of the gap, and then you can see a mound. You're close enough now. You can see this mound of meat, and it's like alligator and all kinds of swamp creatures. Also, a number of sheep appear to be in there.
And Roglin's going to say, hey, didn't the innkeeper say all those sheep were taken?
Yeah, that's what I recall as well. All right, so we'll be going south, be going north, because we're not going through this myrtle hole, right?
I kind of want to go through the murder hole.
Why, man?
All right, we'll meet you on the other side, Corum. I'm going around.
Yeah, the closest, I can't see it now, but the closest hole was to the south.
I'll bring that map back up for you guys.
I know there was one to the north, but I think the south one was closer. Yeah.
Well, the one in the north looks like it might be wide enough for Grun to fit in.
No, for Bertram, not me.
Yeah, there's one to the south. There's
They're
a gap
about the same
there,
distance, yeah.
and there's a larger gap to the north. Larger gap to the north is by a building, which Corum would know this from his flyover. And the gap to the south doesn't have that.
Are we going to have to swim to get to either the north or south gate, or openings, I should say?
That's going to be the problem. You can't skirt the tower now. So you're going to have to swim what probably at some point was the moat for this place.
Is there anything in the moat?
Gentlemen, I think we should just cross through. Stop wasting time.
Screw it, murder hole. Send Grun in.
What? No, I'm an excellent swimmer. I'll swim around.
You'll swim around.
In the I would say, wasn't the moats usually where they dumped all like the fecal matter and everything else too for these?
Well, yeah, traditionally, yes.
This is probably disgusting. Go get your diseases, Grun. We'll see you inside.
Bunch of pansies.
Okay, so are you going with them, Grun, or are you going to one of the...
I'm going to watch them go through first.
Okay.
To see if they die.
Okay. So as you guys, as the others travel through the gatehouse, the only thing that you hear is the ominous crowing of a crow. And you can now see said crow has landed on the pile of meat and is pecking at the eyeball of something. Nothing else appears to happen.
Did Q go through the murder hole too?
But I don't know what Q did. Q said no.
All right, so Q and I will go around.
Okay.
Corum and I are going in. Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's have you guys stop right there. Which way is Q and Grun going? South or north?
I'm gonna rely on Q since he scouted out the place. Which way we should go?
This is like a big door. I'm just telling you. Definitely our worst nemesis.
And they made it all the way through, right, Jason?
Yeah, they made it all the way through. They're on the other side of the gatehouse. Actually, now they've stepped out of sight because they've moved to the side of the gatehouse.
All right, so as we're making our way over towards the water, I was like, Q, they made it through. Do we still want to go around? Q?
After you.
I mean, through the murder hole?
Pointing towards the door. Why not?
Okay.
I will have Oscar go up near the top of the gatehouse and just keep an eye on things and tell him to start making noise if he sees anything.
I am running through the murder hole.
Okay. Watch you back to the map with the murder holes on it.
Oh, great.
So let's see. According to what you all showed me, Corum was over here.
And I was over here.
Yeah. Rogan was over there, and that leaves these two here.
We basically split off the entrance when we came through.
Yeah. So on the other side of the gatehouse, the first thing that the two of you all notice while these guys are having their discussion, then suddenly Grun comes rushing through the gap.
Into the meat pile?
Is you see the meat pile, but you also spot two dead bodies.
There's a wall of darkness, Jason.
Let's investigate the bodies.
Oh, you must have missed my whisper, Jason.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
All right, we'll let that one slide.
Yeah, sorry about that. There are two bodies on the ground. Both of them are dressed in armor, serviceable armor. There are weapons beside them, but it's obvious they've been dead for probably 3 or 4 days.
How does it look like they died?
Violently. I mean, the spear sticking out of one side might be a dead giveaway of how he died.
That'll do it.
I think he's trying to find if he died by a dragon or if he died by a lizard.
Yeah. The concave and the other one's helmet that is still on his head might be the clue to how the other one died.
So, Jason, I got a big wall of black here. Are we supposed to be able to see something or not?
No, there's a wall black beyond that. I've got 4 maps on this one map.
Okay. All right. So we don't see anything else. Go ahead.
There is behind the one fallen body, the one up here, there is an open door. Yes.
Any doors along the south wall by Corum or no?
No, there's no doors down through here.
I'm going to sneaky peek.
And the center of the keep is straight through this door, like up here somewhere,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There's no doors or anything on it?
No. When you look ahead, there's a gap between the tower, the walls, and the tower sits, and you can see a set of stairs wrapping around the edge of the tower, going up to a door somewhere on one of the sides.
Stairs on the outside of the tower or stairs on the inside?
Yes, the stairs are on the outside of the tower, and of course, there's a pile of dead creatures piled up there. When you peek inside, who said that? I think it was that Q? Roglin. Okay. When you peek inside Roglin, there are 2 dead horses in there.
Damn it.
So this side is just the stables?
Yes. Also, just past the horses is you can go in there. There's a ladder leading up.
All right. I'm going to relay that to these two.
Ladder's right there where I'm pinging.
Should we go up or should we go through this black space in front of us?
We should totally go up. Let's investigate behind us before we go.
Is Q coming up behind Grant at all? He's going to be looking for him.
He's slowly approaching.
So we get up there and the murder holes. I'm just gonna pee down the murder hole on the queue.
Okay, so the ladder goes up into the ceiling, and there is a trap door on the ladder.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a mage hand to move that door
Okay.
because I get it for normal spell effect. Whee!
So you cast, and the door creaks open, and you see a blackness above you.
Grun's going to move over to the door, just kind of keep an ear out, motion to Q to come a little closer.
Let's go with.
Rose got an arrow in his wiener.
What?
What?
Okay, so are you going up the ladder, Rogan?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm seeing Q's thing
Yes,
in the chat.
I just saw it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. Do I got a torch? I have a traveler pack.
Do you not have night vision, Rogan?
Apparently not. Do orcs not have night vision?
So yeah, you have night vision.
Orcs should have dark
Oh,
vision.
so can I not see up there then? It's not listed on my character sheet.
Yeah, you can see up there.
Oh,
But
there it
it's
is. There it is. Oh,
dark.
sorry. But like, can I?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the ceiling
For
the bottom.
Let's ready a reaction. I'm gonna go up.
Okay. So as you stick your head above into the room above, you see. Well, you see what you see on the map.
Okay.
I'll let you relay that.
What are these things here?
Those are
The blue things.
They're blue things.
I'll just zoom in on them. They look like bedrolls.
Yes, they were bedrolls.
Okay.
I had to remember. I was like, wait a minute, what were those?
Hey guys, there's a lot of bodies up here.
What kind of bodies?
They look humans. Like I think it's the guards. Oh, wait, do they look like bandits?
More like mercenaries, probably.
More like mercenaries. Okay, so it doesn't look like they were. Now, can I identify how they were killed? Does it look like lizard weapons, or does it look like?
Give me investigation.
Lizard weapons or bandit weapons?
Assuming now you're taking a time and you're looking at the bodies and the damage. Based on some of the attacks you've seen and what you've seen the lizard men doing, that you would hazard a guess this was probably lizard folk doing.
Hey guys, I think the lizard guys beat us here. The lizard folk beat us here. And then we like, there's 1, 2, 3, lots of bodies, and it looks like I think it was the lizard tribe came through.
Yeah. Now there's also a door here and here.
Is there a murder hole here?
No.
Oh, darn.
So, Jason, I got a dumb question just because I can't remember. So, did the dude back in town tell us anything about mercenaries or non-bandits in this keep?
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's what I thought. This has got Grun kind of puzzled because what the F are they
used to
doing
be a
here?
stronghold that belonged to somebody a long time ago, and then that family was thought to have
Yes,
died out,
years ago there was a wizard by the name of Baltron that lived out here.
How old do these bodies look?
No, these bodies aren't that old. These bodies are fresh within 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. These are fresh, like human bodies here. So.
Now,
And they're not bandits.
There was a wizard that supposedly had came out here to do research, which was associated with it, and was living out here, and that's actually was Baltron several years ago. But that's like 10 years ago, 10 more years ago, and that's when the beacon went up in the air. And he had a assistant, and everybody assumed the assistant was still out here.
This has nothing to do with the wizard guy that got us to come out here in the first place, right?
That you don't know.
Damn you, DM. Just answer my questions.
Well, I'd love to, but you all didn't get here in time to talk to the wizard guy.
I'm gonna beckon them up, and then I'm gonna start disarming all these bodies because I don't like lots of bodies with weapons.
Okay.
I'll sketch out like that. I haven't survived this long by being, not cautious.
Oh gosh. Okay. So who all's going up, and I'll move maps.
Oh, Grunt just sticking his head in the door. Is like, Corum, what's going on?
There's a ladder upstairs. Should
No
we
shit,
go
I
up?
can see the ladder.
Okay, well,
There's a bunch of bodies.
let me go up, and I'll tell you if there's.
I just told you what was up here.
Grunt's going to turn to back to Q. So why are we going in this keep? I thought we came here for the tower and the big green thing.
Making sure we're not going to get ambushed.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Should we go?
Yes.
Well, considering Corum hasn't answered me, and he says that kind of loud.
It says kind of loud. You look back in there, and you realize Corum's no longer there. He's gone up. You see his boots disappearing up the ladder.
All right, Q. I guess we're going up this stupid ladder. I'm going up. Holy shit! These are all 3 or 4 days old.
Yes.
So I imagine it smells really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty ripe in there.
And these are doors.
There's a
Or something.
door here, and a door by where Corum's standing.
And as you may recall, the door this way, the wall was broken slightly on that direction.
Yes.
So yeah, disarm all the bodies. They got no weapons. Oh, is this the murder holes?
I don't know. You had to open the door and see.
I say the door's open. I guess the lights come through.
Oh yeah, the door is open. The door is open. Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, is Q still down there? Nope, damn it.
No, they're both upstairs. Yeah, the gap there goes through and across. It's the gap, across the gatehouse, and there you can see the winch for the portcullis is in there, and you can also see the murder holes as well.
Can I see I can see on my screen
Yes, you can
across the way,
see there are more bodies across the way.
and they don't look human.
No, they are not human.
Let's go see what they are.
Now
Let's
the
go-
door you're looking at, Q, is shut and locked.
I literally didn't know there was a door there.
Okay, well there's a door right there beside you.
Can I check for traps real quick?
Sure.
As Rogalin just kind of walking through everywhere.
Yeah.
slowly. There's no door there. That's good. I've just mage hand open the doors.
Well, there was a door there, but the door itself is open.
Do you remember how I figured out the what's his face's house, the mage's house? I face tanked his traps.
Yeah, I remember that.
For the record, I did open some of those doors, and you just caused problems. Do I have to be thorough about this, or can I do like a cursory look just around the edges without trying to slide stuff in? Basically, I'm trying to use perception instead of
That's fine.
investigation.
That's fine.
Oh, you're checking for traps. Let me step back.
That should be an 11, not a 17.
Okay. No problem. You don't see anything out of the ordinary on this door, other than the fact it's locked.
Okay, can I attempt to unlock it?
Can you attempt to unlock it? Sure.
Oh, you're going to try and lock it. Let me step back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Corum, you coming with me to investigate these bodies?
Do what?
You coming with me to investigate the bodies on the other side?
Yeah, we still got a few in here to investigate, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't have a thing for Thieves' Tool set up yet.
Yeah, I
so
know
it's
you
just
don't. That's
Dex
fine.
plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dex. Yep.
Nice.
Takes you a little bit of work, but when you click, then you know that you've unlocked the door.
Look at the group and be like, do you guys want to keep checking the hall, or do you want to see what's behind this door?
Both.
Okay. Was there any like short swords or anything I can grab and move directly out of the face of the door?
Sure.
I have to push it open.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of weapons in the middle of the floor that Roglan stacked up.
Yeah, I just took them away from the bodies.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab the longest thing, which I'm assuming is just probably a long sword.
Grand's like, wait, didn't you like disarm whatever it was in there?
Yeah, I'm super cautious.
Yeah, okay, me too. I'll step back here.
You see the big minotaur like hunched behind you?
Mr. Grun, I'm pretty sure you can take more damage than I can as I push the door open with a sword.
Yeah, you're probably right. Go ahead.
Make a dex save.
Oh, shit. I was joking, but okay.
That's why I tried to stay out of the way.
Q.
Oof.
What was that DC? Hold on.
Do I get anything for being out of directly in the door?
Hold on. A
Ouch.
gout of flame erupts from the door and around the door. You take 8 points of damage from it.
Whoa, Q. Next time you got to try a little harder. You didn't disable that thingy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting from me. I didn't start learning these skills until I joined up with you guys.
Oh.
Pushing it off of me.
So Rogalim's the guy that should be doing it, right?
By the way, Q has no eyebrows now.
Hey, I have elfish features. Eyebrows grow back with double speed, so.
One hopes.
Oh, you had eyebrows before? I couldn't tell.
They're so blonde and light.
Red. But I will now look in the door since.
So when you look through the door, you see. Let me remove the door on the map there for you. The passageway leads into the wall. Not that much. And it's a passageway leading through the wall, but it only goes so far because you can see, ahead there's daylight shining through the passage because there's a hole in the wall.
Perfect. Nothing else in there? No.
So
does
you
it
hear
go to a dead end, or does it like go beyond something where we just can't see?
Well, it goes down, but the wall is actually broken. So I mean, literally, you can see daylight at the end of the passage because there's like a chunk of the wall missing.
Oh, yeah, I could have told you that, Q. We saw that coming in, right?
Yeah, you did.
Good job, Q. You're all right. I don't care what Quorum says.
So, Roglin, you hear a woof sound behind you and turn around in time to see Q stepping back with the longsword, and you see a burst of fire erupt from the door.
Oh, I guess maybe I should have pushed that open. Mage hand and all.
Hey, Ro. Q says be unlocking stuff, not him.
What did Q say? You cut out, Brian.
Said, Ro, you're supposed to be unlocking stuff, not Q, right?
I don't unlock stuff, but I can open stuff.
Good enough for me.
Also, that is not what Q said.
That's the boiling oil cauldron, I think.
Oh, okay. And those are the murder holes to drop it down.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
Wait, so Quorum is supposed to be doing the disarm trap thing? I'm so confused.
I think I was gonna get some thieves' tools, but I didn't end up picking them up yet. So
through the door,
through the
door ahead of you, you see more bodies. Though these look furrier than human, but they're humanoid in shape.
What are they?
I'm gonna like do a little roll through, try to get to the other side of the corner.
So as you step in there, step over, you see bugbear. You see 4 dead bugbears.
Be like, any relation to you there, Grud?
Hey, I'm not a bear, and I'm not a bug. I don't appreciate that.
There's also another ladder going up.
Up. I was like, there's this pinging repeatedly. I wonder if we should look at the ladder.
Well, I just letting you know before I forget. Sorry.
Okay, I'm like, it keeps pinging. This seems suspicious.
So are these furry dudes like wearing like similar I don't know, markings or anything as the humans or any other?
Yeah, their armor bears bears similar markings to the humanoids and the humans in the other room. They're beefier and bulkier. Obviously, I mean, not just because they're build, that they're beefier and bulkier. And is a couple crates in that room as well.
So is there like a crest or anything on their uniforms that me or anybody would recognize?
You'd look around and
I don't have that.
you look around and through them, and you do finally notice on a couple of them, and you think back to the others and you realize they're probably just laying on them, where their bodies were laying. They do bear a crest. They're all wearing the same crest, and it's the crest of a mercenary company. And give me a history check.
Who, Grun?
Yeah. You're the one looking for the crest.
Yeah, history's my jam. Well, actually, I'm not too bad at history.
You remember a Merc company passing through your hometown several years back.
I know why Grun's not bad at history.
And they stuck out to you because they were a mixed group, humans, various other races. But the big reason why they stuck out, it was they were led by a guy by the name of Antricus. And Antricus had not only a successful Merc company, but he also had, companions that he kept with him. One of which was a huge wolf-like creature. He also often was seen when people would see him in town or talking with a hawk, a really rare hawk on his shoulder. And there was rumors that he actually had a sphinx in his company.
Thanks.
Great.
All right, Corm's going to cautiously approach the crates, and he'll just look for traps.
Okay. There's also a door right here to far side as well.
I didn't see that. Okay.
But I didn't figure that's why I was letting nobody notice there.
What do you want me to roll to look for traps, Jason? Sleight of hand?
Give me a perception or an investigation check. Perception if you just want to kind of glance over it. Investigation if you really want to look at it. Yeah, Corm takes a good time looking for traps. He pokes and prods, looks, and you don't find any kind of traps.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna open a crate.
I scoot back to let him open the crate.
When you move back, the crate is full of supplies, for lack of a better term. Stacks of provisions and rations. There's also the equipment in there like they would use to maintain their weapons and all that kind of stuff.
They're pretty fresh.
Yeah, it's in fairly good repair. I mean, it's obviously they've been here for a while. The Merc group, because they're not fresh, but they're not molded and ancient either.
Okay.
Now, having said that, particularly the crate with the provisions, it's over 3/4 of the way empty.
So it seems like they were starting to fight a losing battle.
Losing battle, or they've been encamped here for a while.
Well, given the fact that they're, what do we call it, a siege. Right.
All right, so Jason, based on what we saw on the outside, this ladder in front of me and Roglin, can I surmise that is the top?
That would go to
level?
The next floor. No, not the top floor, but there's another floor above this. Also, Corum.
Yeah.
You were looking at that. You noticed there was something about those crates, or I should say, under those crates.
Ooh.
There is a door under there if you choose to move those crates around. You can't move them. I can, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's slide some crates out of the way and give it a peek.
So Corum starts shuffling crates, and you discover that there is a trap door underneath.
Oh, I'm gonna motion for Q to come try to disarm that trap.
Grun's like, wait a minute. He doesn't disarm traps. Damn it. I'm going to walk up here and just axe it.
Okay. So Grun just hauls off and smashes his axe into it. It takes him a good solid. I mean, you hit, but it reverberates and it doesn't break all the way.
Is it locked?
No, it's not locked. It's just shut.
Oh.
Okay, so I open it.
Okay.
Oh, Roglo's going to open it? There, I unlocked it.
Like just from the door, I'm just like literally from the door, just like the little spectral. It does show up like a spectral hand. Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the little spectral hand just starts opening doors.
Yeah. So you see this ghostly hand come down and just raise the broken door up for you.
Yeah. That little hand thing freaks me out, bro. I'll look down
It
and
gives it the middle finger.
Yeah. I'm going to throw you down there, Grun, and you're not going in.
Ah!
So you can see what's in there.
I gotta move my notes out of the way.
Dusty just used a number of empty crates.
Is that bones?
There's a cave in over there.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Old shit, cobwebs, old crates, cave in. And that cave in leads toward where the wall was kind of mangled from
where the
what we saw
wall
on the
was
outside.
kind of mangled and crushed on the outside. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's where the intruders got access and surprised all these guys.
Doesn't look like it. Would I have noticed like
No,
footprints or anything disturbed?
No,
or... Okay.
No, disused. You would guess the fact that the equipment crates and stuff was piled on top of it. That was another way they were making sure nothing came through there without them knowing about it.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, you guys need me to unlock the ladder?
No, there's another door just to your south, Grunt.
Oh, let me unlock it?
Unlock the ladder.
Wait a minute. Is it locked? Hey, Corum, is it locked?
I haven't tried it, Grunt.
Okay, try it.
Okay. Corum reaches for the handle to see if it's unlocked.
The door is locked.
Okay.
Oh. We just lost Jason.
On Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Recording's there.
Yeah. Quick, check the map while the DM's away. Move your tokens. You cannot stop us.
Meanwhile, there's like an army of lizardmen outside waiting for us. That's why I had to step away.
Man, I ate way too much food. I am like just totally beat.
Well, I guess you could have eaten all that ice cream.
I didn't have any of it. Couldn't I? I had like 2 6-ounce fillets of like sushi grade tuna, and then you cook it on that rock in the picture that I put.
You
So,
cook the
like,
tuna?
yeah, you like just sear it, you know, and then there's all these different dipping sauces and stuff. Pretty good. Like you cook all your steak and things like that at the table too, scallops and steak. And...
Let's say I'm doing a cream barbecue on
There
Tuesday.
I am.
I fit through the crack somehow.
Hello. For some reason, my computer like disconnected me, reconnected me, disconnected me, reconnected me. I was like, what the crap? Okay. So, what happened while I was gone, except for Grun slipping through a crack, apparently?
I'm not as big as I thought I was. Woo!
Okay, so what happened? Wow. Oops. You do a better job. Oh, that's an arrow hole, so you can see out of the building.
So
you can see
Corum
down the walls.
figured that it was locked, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
locked.
So Q is going to come open the door. Or
Q
unlock
was?
it. Q is going to unlock the door.
Oh.
And then, so we have a 3-part system. Quorum sees if it's locked. Q unlocks it, and then Grun opens it and goes through.
Grunt opens it. Okay.
I
I
can
mean-
unlock it if Q fails.
But apparently you're the one opening it, so okay. I mean, I'm just gonna watch then in that case.
I don't care anymore.
Oh, the mage hand can open it. We'll try that first.
Okay. So you look around, you don't see anything obvious traps or anything to it.
Moves away. That's great.
Cube moves out of the way. Okay.
Let's see.
A little bit. You find you're getting better at this. With a deft hand, you click it and the door unlocks. Maybe it's the fact that you unlocked the one on the other side. So you know the door is now unlocked. And
Nudge
Q
Roguelin.
backs up, remembering last time.
All right, Roll. Use your creepy little hand thing.
There it goes.
There's a whoosh as fire shoots out of the door and rockets across the room.
Yep. That's what happened last time.
Based off that, can I take a look around, see if maybe there's any arcane glyphs around or any kind of like wires left over to explain why it shot off fire?
Yeah, well, now that it's done its thing, you can see that there was an arcane glyph, or one point was one written into the wall of the door, because you actually saw it flash before it went off.
All right, so Roglin opened the door, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I'll take a peek inside if I can.
Yeah, help me get to that layer. I don't want that much. Don't erase the whole wall, just the door. There we go. Same as the other side. There's a hallway within that's inside the wall or physically in the wall itself, and it goes down so far, and then you see daylight where the wall's broken.
Yep, this is a waste of time. Up the stairs? I mean, ladder?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, who's
Is there,
going first?
is there a trap door at the top of it, or is it just open?
Yes, there's a trap door at the top.
I'll see if it's locked.
Not locked.
It's not locked. All right.
Yes,
I'll
that's
hop
my
back
job.
down. Roglin, open it up.
I'm like the bellhop or what?
I don't have a magic hand.
I mean, yeah, my hand's magic.
But there's a creaking sound as the ghostly magic hand lifts the door to the side, and you can see that there is a room above.
All right. No whoosh this time.
No whoosh.
All right. I'll go up the stairs first. Shh, I'm being sneaky. Okay, more dead people up here. Look any different or anything else?
Because you've already identified, because you the one that identified the patch, you see the same patch, and you see probably the officers of the mercenary group, judging by the quality of the equipment.
Murder permission the same way as everybody else, like
Yes,
spears and bashed heads and all that.
Yeah.
Going up. Let's investigate some bodies.
Okay.
Also disarm.
What is this over here, Jason?
Hold on. Let me get Quirm and Q. Are you guys going up or staying down?
I'll go up.
It's going up. I'll put Q in the corner or by the ladder so I can zoom in on the room so I can actually answer questions. Okay. There is in the corner there, that is right there, Grun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is a stash of supplies.
Yep, don't care. Hey, I can see. Is there any bad people out in the courtyard?
Nope, nobody in the courtyard.
Okay. Can I see my horses from here? And the rhino? And
Yeah,
Bertra?
well, no, you can't see them. You can see where they should be.
Oh, okay.
So the group apparently had been in the middle of or in the process of eating dinner whenever whatever happened because there's the remains of a meal on the floor. It obviously happened pretty quickly. Also appears they were probably playing cards while they were having dinner. In the group, there is, as you're looking around the bodies, because that's kind of what you guys are doing right now, there is a pair of humans. Innocent enough, the humans are identical twins. There is also another human his breastplate actually has a fiery symbol painted on it. And there is a gnome in multicolored robes and a half orc in leathers.
I wanna search him a little bit closer.
Okay.
See if any of this stuff is usable for us.
I'm gonna check that half orc.
Okay. The half orc is wearing a set of leather armor. Nothing particularly stands out about it.
Ooh, nice one.
So as you guys start looting, going through the bodies, here's what you find.
I love your term is looting.
28 gold pieces for each one of the bodies.
That's 28 gold pieces. Look at me.
Okay.
The cleric has 30 gold pieces, 25 platinum pieces, and 2 vials of water or some kind of liquid. Let's clear.
Which one's the cleric?
The cleric was the man with the fiery symbol on his breastplate.
Oh.
This isn't a MAC contract, or is it this time?
Nope, not a MAC contract. And let's see, he also has a single gem on him that, just looking at it, probably worth about 250 gold pieces or so.
Shoot, man, I didn't have it up before you started.
That's fine. I'll paste it in here in a second.
Okay.
The gnome, he's wearing multicolored robes. He has 70 gold pieces on him and some kind of potion in a bottle. The half orc in the leathers has 35 gold pieces on him and another gem is worth about 250 gold pieces.
And obviously we'll split this in the party after.
Don't we have like a note for like a hand up for party loot?
Yeah, that's what I'm typing it in now. I just got.
Oh, okay.
I know that we had a 250 gold piece gem, and then the gnome had 70 gold pieces and a potion. Half orc had 35 and a gem, but I can't remember what the other.
Well, look in chat. I put everything. The first one's the one I got.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like 28 gold on one of them.
There is a total of 25 platinum.
Okay.
25 platinum pieces. There was other potions too, wasn't there? Other potions?
There are 2 vials that look like water, and then there's another. It's obviously a potion of some kind. You just don't know what kind. It's kind of green looking.
Okay.
So, do you allow Jason for us to like take a taste of the potion to determine what it is?
Oh yeah, I do.
Raglan doesn't try random potions. Not in his survival handbook.
You said it's green?
Yes, it's green.
So can like anybody do like an Arcana check or something to try to narrow it down before we taste it?
Sure.
Sure, I'll do it. Raglan's gonna look at the potion and be like,
Raglan, you think it's plant food?
It's probably plant food.
All right, so why don't you try to taste it, see if it is plant food?
No, I've drank already.
Now, he really thinks it's plant food, though, right?
Yeah, he really thinks it's plant food.
Okay.
Hold on. So, if you're talking about a potion, I have proficiency with herbalism kits and cooking utensils. Would that give me anything to look this over?
That give you a little help.
Oh, I forgot about something.
Oh,
what do you need?
So you're all sitting there debating it. You see Rand start to make some motions and chanting, and he does it for a little bit, and then he looks around and goes,
No, I'm gonna slap his hand.
"That's a potion of plant control."
Told you it was plants.
And he looks at the two other vials, and he goes, "Those are vials of unholy water."
Unholy water.
What are those good for? We fighting angels?
No, we're probably about to fight a bunch of dead bodies. I'm going to continue disarming.
You said unholy water, not holy water, right, Jason?
Yes, I did.
Okay. These folks are not holy. Well, and literally, not figuratively, or figuratively, not literally. I get those confused.
Now, I do have one question for Ro. Was that investigation, was that on the bodies? What were you doing with that?
The first one, yeah, that was investigating the bodies.
And the second one?
The Arcana was was for the potion.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 15 was Rand. The 21 was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so make sure I understood what you guys were doing.
Yeah, I was just looking through bodies.
Now, there are a number of bedrolls and stuff along the outside edge of the room. I mean, they're kind of rolled up and out of the way. You don't really see them on the map. One of them has a lump in it.
Ooh.
Mage hand, open the bedroll.
So you flip the bedroll up, open, and as you do, a book falls out of it.
I'm going to grab it with the mage hand because I can do that.
So you pick it up and you pull it closer toward you so you get a look at it. It appears to be a spell book.
Is it made of human skin?
No, it is not.
Oh wait, I am a caster. I was like, who's the caster? Wait, it's me. Yeah, let's do I recognize anything about it? I'm going to bring it closer and take a look. Q-cast arrow.
The book is leather. It's a leather-bound book, nicely bound book, actually. And you can tell it's been wrapped and cared for over the time. The leather in it's been well oiled so that it doesn't creak, or it's in good shape. But it appears to be a spell book.
All right, let's crack it open and see what it says.
On the first page of the book, it's blank except for there's a brief note, and it's basically a note of encouragement, obviously written by the caster's mentor, and it's signed Eggy Gax.
Eggy Gax, really?
Yep.
Is that code for Gygax?
I didn't write the adventure.
That's hilarious though. Oh, that's great. All right, so can I learn anything from the spell book? I mean, it's a spell book. I'm a warlock. That sounds like spells.
Thought
Teach me
warlocks,
your wisdom.
don't you need wizard to learn spell from spellbook?
Shh. Rand, stop. I'm gonna make a pact with Eggy Gags.
Flipping or moving through the book, you see that there are a number of spells in it. It'll take you some time to decipher it all, to where you could use it or add them to your repertoire.
What I'll do then is
But
I will.
a quick look, it looks like there is at least the spell of change self, color spray, darkness, detect illusion, read illusions, magic, and blindness and mirror image.
All right. What I will be like, oh, I'll tuck this away, and then I'll peruse it in my my free time later on.
Okay, you tuck it away.
And there's nothing else out the way Grun went.
The way Grun went goes into another passage leading across the way to another open door.
That's an open door.
Yes.
Oh, Q wants to know if there's any changes outside.
No changes outside. Otherwise, the sun's getting lower in the sky.
Well, we wanted the dragon to be gone anyways. We can observe the meat pile from here.
You can, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna suggest we stay here and observe the meat pile.
So, Grunt, as you stick your head in that other door,
Oh shit!
you see a number of creatures. You see a human cat-looking wing thing in the corner, a huge wolf, and a hawk, and another humanoid body. And you recognize him as the leader of that mercenary group that once passed through your city.
Fuck, have I met him before?
You didn't meet him; you just saw him.
All right, guys, this is the boss man in here, and whatever. I think these are his pets.
They're all dead.
Yep.
Yeah. And another freaking ladder.
Yes, there's a ladder. There's a ladder actually in both rooms. And there's another door.
How freaking tall is this gate?
Well, you would be on the top floor now. There's a ladder here. Oh, there's not a door. Sorry. There's a ladder here and a ladder here.
Going down then?
They go up
I thought you said we were on the top floor. Oh, to the roof.
to the roof. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
All right, so
Let's
I'm gonna go look at what is this thing here?
It looks like a cross between a human, a cat, and an eagle.
I mean, do I recognize what that is, or could have been, or was?
Some kind of sphinx.
Oh, that's like what I heard the dude had for a pet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they were killed the same way, I'm assuming.
Yep. You can tell there was a hell of a fight in this room at some point.
So would I know like how what the skill level of this mercenary group is? Are these guys like got their shit together, or like I could walk the floor with them, or?
Well, back when you met them, they could have probably mopped the floor with you.
Okay.
But after your time in Gumtar and your travels, you could have probably applied for a job to work for him.
All right, so these guys were pretty tough then.
Yeah, they weren't pushovers.
All right, so I'll share that with the group that this is some serious shit here if these guys were slaughtered. So we need to get in, get the fuck out. Because we could die here.
I'm just gonna sweep the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate the leader.
Okay. So
And
on Antricus'
I'll be right back. Ooh, nice.
Nice. On his body, looking for my notes. There we go. He has a leather pouch containing 175 gold pieces and a single gem that's probably worth twice what the other gems were.
Nice.
In addition, let me pull his actual sheet up.
Rand, you still putting this on the party loot thing?
Yeah, I'm just totaling it all right now.
Okay.
He, his equipment, not taken from him, obviously, but his equipment is in, well, it's nice gear.
I got his gear, my gear.
His gear.
No. His gear, my gear.
He is wearing plate and has a shield beside his body and a sword, a long sword.
I don't need the weapon or the shield, but do I have a? No, I don't think I get this disability or blah blah blah. Not disability, disadvantage on spells for a warlock. Do I? For wearing plate, it's just.
Do you want to look around first before I try to identify it? You want to just hang out here for a minute before going upstairs?
Check the roof while we wait.
All right.
Is there a trapdoor again?
There's a trapdoor, yes.
Let's do the mage hand.
Okay. So you reach up with the mage hand, and the mage hand strains and pushes, and it can't seem to make the door open.
So it's locked. Or there's something more than 10 pounds over it. They're going to go to Q and be like, you want to try open? I think it's locked.
I'll see if it's locked.
So when you get closer to it, Grun, you realize it's not locked. Because unlike the others, this is not a wooden trapdoor. It's an iron trapdoor, and it's rusted shut.
All right, so I'm going to check for traps. If they don't see anything, I'll just bust it open.
Okay. Who's doing the checking?
I'm looking around.
You don't see anything.
Can I specifically look just to see if there's anything like those arcane glyphs? Because I saw them in town when we were there, and twice here now.
Yep, you can look.
I guess that one's an investigation.
Yeah, it's gonna be investigation.
Okay.
And we got recording back up and running, guys. So we're good there.
Definitely nothing, Grun. All you, man.
Yep. Don't see anything.
I don't know if I should do inside or not. All right. Fuck it. I'll ram my shoulder into it, see if I can knock it loose.
Give me a strength check. Or well,
strength or athletics?
Strength roll. Either or. Strength or athletics. Either or. Oh! Grun grabs the bottom rung, lifts quickly into it, ramming his shoulder into the trapdoor. There is a painful, hideous squeal of rusted metal as the door and the hinge finally gives, and then as it's screaming in protest as it opens, you hear a decided crack, and the door comes free, and you find yourself looking out on the roof. You've actually broken the hinges.
All right, that was easy. How you like my thieves' tools? All right, what do I see? Anything?
Exposed for if somebody comes in. So I think mine are better.
Yeah, probably so. All right, do I see anything up on the top floor, Jason?
Yeah, hold on, let me move my...
If it's the roof, can Oscar just poke his head in?
Yeah, you can poke your head in. It's not a problem. I was going to actually show Grun what he sees. Just have to get Hell's token. Move it over.
Man,
there you
went
go.
through all this
See an
trouble.
owl landing on your head.
No dead bodies up here. We're making progress. I guess I can still see the dead bodies on the ground, right?
Yeah. See that.
Anything else I see in the distance coming
Nothing in the
close?
distance. It is starting to get closer to dark, but because you spent some time in here.
Getting dark, fellas.
Not getting dark, getting closer.
Getting closer to dark, fellas.
Rogan's going back to the suggestion that we observe the meat from inside, hidden.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's two other buildings to go check out.
But we can't get to them from here.
That, but did he finish doing identifying in 10 minutes?
Yes. That's been going on, and you've been trying very cautiously not to pay attention to even though the squalling and the screaming of metal was a close thing that you almost lost concentration there. You find the following things. I'm going to whisper it to you.
Okay.
And then I'll let you share from there.
So while he's reading that, can I ask the question? I mean, during anybody's investigation, are we able to determine, like, were these guys just like bum rushed by a shitload of bad guys, or like one or two things came here and just blew them up?
It looks like, from what you can tell, that they were rushed by a large group. based on the damage, and the way they're attacked and all that. You can honestly see the damage, see where other people were, like others were injured, but their bodies have been removed, or they survived, one of the two. There you go.
I got to imagine that someone would have seen like bloody footprints of whatever else could have been in here.
Yeah,
like lizard prints or
of injured attackers leaving.
They lizard tracks or they human boots. I mean,
a mix of both, mostly lizard.
Okay, shitload of lizards.
Holy Jesus!
You saying Jesus about all the lizards or something you're reading?
Yeah, those pesky lizards.
Yeah.
Corm's just kind of surprised.
If the shield looks nice, I mean, Grunt will like pick it up and like kind of compare it between that one and the one he's got.
It's definitely better than the one he's got, just in appearance.
I don't care about appearance.
So the armor is a half plate, and Corm actually
It's half plate. You told me it was plate.
No,
it's half plate.
it's half plate. No,
I heard
Corm's
I
not.
heard plate earlier, so I was like, I'll take that.
No, half plate, medium armor.
I heard plate, and I was like, I am proficient in half plate, but I left it because I thought it was plate.
I gotta look it
It's
up.
just of superior quality. Likely gives you a better protection.
I like it. What did you find
Yeah.
out?
It's a medium armor though.
But yeah, it's like the nicest medium armor. But
Guess what
still
I'm
gets
currently wearing?
disadvantage on stuff.
Half plate?
Bingo.
Okay.
Is half
Well,
plate better than a breastplate? I'm assuming it is.
It's one more AC than a breastplate. So
Yeah.
this is half plate plus 1.
I'll take half
So
plate
it
plus
gives
one.
it gives the armor class of like a chainmail,
Is
16,
it cursed?
which you can get 2 decks.
No, I'm not going to take the half plate. It has disadvantage on decks. I'm already shitty at that.
Okay.
And no, it's
So-
not cursed, at least according to what Quorum can tell.
And then this shield is really really higher quality than the half plate is. And would confer a fairly large bonus. So
Well,
shield
shit.
plus 2.
I'll ask if who else wants the shield as I pick it up.
I watch him take the shield.
Let's just say it's a good thing you guys didn't have to actually fight this guy. His AC was 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Beast.
take the shiny new armor. It's half plate plus 1.
Yep.
Yes.
And
How
then a
do
shield
I-
plus 2. And
Shield
then,
plus 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's at Christmas.
Where do I get?
What about the sword? Did I miss that?
The sword is a magical sword. It's going to be
It's a long
the
sword.
same quality as the half plate. It is a long sword, but it appears as though its purpose is to kill giants.
Giant
Oh,
Slayer?
shit.
Yes,
Bertra.
Antricus is, and as he says this, Grun, you remember that there was a honorific that kind of went with the leader's name, and he was known as Antricus the Giant Bane.
So is this something that Bertra would be familiar with as well, or?
She might have heard of his group.
Okay. So unless I think it's better, it's a two-handed or it's a
It's
long
a
sword?
One-handed longsword.
Okay. So
It's
unless I think it's better than my axe, then I'll offer that up to Bertra if no one else needs a long sword. Rogalin? Have I seen Rogalin actually get up in front and fight somebody like melee or?
That's the first thing you saw me do.
Oh, was it? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was or just all the magic stuff.
Remember the magic hand axe that kept flying past your head repeatedly?
No, I don't remember that.
That was in the bar.
While proficient with longswords, Corum much prefers more of a finesse weapon.
It's a longsword. Sorry, what exactly longsword again?
It's a longsword +1 Giant's Bane.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I like my packed weapon. Oh, and Q is leaving.
Yeah, Q's got to go.
All right. Well, Grunt will hold on to it.
Later,
Yeah,
Q.
I will switch
Better.
the. Oh, he gone. I will switch the switch my armor out though.
Okay.
Although I can't figure out how to do it on my character sheet.
All you need to do is actually look up the.
Half plate.
Make sure your
+1.
sheet's inside popped up inside of Roll20. Look it up on the right as half plate +1, and drag it over to your sheet, and it'll add it in.
I don't see my regular armor on there either. Actually, where would it be?
Let me take a look here. Let me get Andrew's sheet out of my way. Open it. No, I don't want his token.
All right. So no one else here is using shields, right?
No, I think you're the only one.
I guess I could be like,
I would,
I'm going
but I
to
can't
carry 2
yet.
shields. Because my other shield's a +1. So
We'll say that
decked
Gorm
out.
might be interested in doing it later.
Oh, there it is. I see.
He just isn't
Yeah.
trained
Yeah.
and proficient with shields yet.
And Bircher is always dual
Two-handed.
wielding. Yeah.
Yep.
And for Bertra, actually, this sword would be a little on the small side for her. She couldn't wield it versatile.
Giant's toothpick.
Yeah, that's the problem for her.
It'd be like the equivalent of a short sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though she still might want it. That's I'd say she won't, but
It's a good
very
throwing
least you
weapon
guys
for
can
her.
always sell it.
In the party notes, I'm writing down in parentheses who grabbed what. So
Okay.
currently, like unclaimed, is all the gems and gold and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
And potions, and then the spell book is Roglin's, the half plates Roglin's, shield is Grun, and longsword's Grun.
Oh, man. I'm giving Corm some room for his money with my AC now.
What is your AC these days now, Grunt?
It's 21.
Oh wow. Maybe I should have put that in there.
If you what's your armor AC?
Shit. I got the shield. I got the plate. I got not the plate, the breastplate. I got a ring that adds to it. So whatever breastplate is, that's my normal.
You would have been 2 more. You would have been 23 if you'd had the half plate.
No, because I don't want to take the disadvantage, and plus, medium armor's as high as I want to go
No, it is
with the
medium armor.
barbarian.
It is medium.
It's the best medium armor. The only difference is that it's
Disadvantage on.
stealth. That's it.
Yeah. Which Grunt doesn't need.
It's it's not disadvantage on dex. It's just on stealth.
I know.
You've heard
That's
the
what I meant.
expression "the bull through the china shop"? That was written about Grunt.
Is Grunt a stealthy guy?
No.
My
Does
dex
not
is
in the
+2.
Does Grun want my old half plate?
No.
Okay.
He likes the freedom of a breastplate.
That's his fur hangout.
All right, so there was nothing on the roof. Should we? Did you guys happen to see if the ladder from this room connects to the
We didn't
rooftop
look that
over
one.
there, or is it separate roof?
Separate roof. Grunt
Okay.
can tell you that. Because actually, when you're going between those, you're in open air.
Oh, gotcha.
So am I just holding on to the longsword for now, or someone else?
It's up to you. If you want to hold on to it, that's what I've marked it as. But I can just leave it in the party notes, and we're going to assume that we take it with us and can divide it up later.
Okay, because is that something that's in the compendium, Jason?
Yes.
This longsword? Okay, Giant's
Yeah.
Bane. I'm just going to drag it on my
Sure.
character sheet just so I have it.
Should
I
be.
don't see longsword Giant's Bane. I see longsword +1, 2, 3, vicious, and vorpal.
Just do a longsword +1. The Giant's Bane just gives it advantage against, or gives it a additional plus for giants.
Okay. All right, it's in my character sheet now.
If you look up Giant Slayer,
Yeah, that's what I originally wrote in there, but then you said
yeah,
Giant's
that's
Bane.
that's its new name. Giant's Bane is the old stuff.
Advantage on
It gives an additional
attacks.
plus. Yeah, the Giant Slayer gives an additional +1 attacks and damage rolls against creatures with the giant.
Oh, so it's only +1 against giants.
Well, no, it's +1 in general, but it's an additional +1 against giant creatures of giant status.
Okay, not advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Gotta rewrite this.
Holy crap! That giant slayer that just pops up in the game says when you hit a giant with it, it takes an extra 2d6 damage.
Yep.
And
That's correct.
Oh, okay.
He's going to copy that in for Graham. I'm actually looking at it right now. There you go.
Pretty sweet.
Where'd you get that from the game?
Just in the companion, look up Giant Slayer.
Oh, okay. Because I looked up longsword. Shit, that'll make life a lot easier.
Actually, it's that can be applied to anything.
Giant's Bane.
Well, it's called Giant Slayer in the new terms.
One word or two?
Two.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
No, one word didn't come up with anything.
It's
Unless I
two.
spelled giant wrong.
I just searched giant and scrolled down to the bottom of the list. What I did.
All right, so it's not. I can just drag and drop that in here. All right, let me get rid of the shit. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
You're fine.
My character sheet.
You're fine.
How do I delete things?
Okay, so what's the party doing?
I believe we should, like I said, it's getting towards night. You said we should observe and get ready for, see if something's going at that meat pile. I think that's what Q parked himself for.
Yeah, that was what Q was suggesting, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Grun, did you see anything on this other rooftop?
No, I didn't. Right, Jason?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You didn't have a perfect view of it, but you could see enough of that it was vacant.
Okay.
Okay.
So we go back down. Can we get across the courtyard, Jason, or is it just specifically blocked for a reason?
Yeah, you can get across the courtyard. I'm going to drag you back down the layers. I'll just do this.
Okay. I mean, we have these other things plus this kind of crazy
the center one is the main tower. Like I said,
then again, if we're finding +2 shields and shit and the outer rings. We're not on any time constraints right now, are we?
Yeah, it's probably a good 2 or 3 hours before dark. I mean, you were in there a while, but not a huge amount of time.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't see anything around. No signs of bad guys.
Nope.
And where's the entrance to this tower?
The entrance to the tower. Let me actually look at my tower map so I know for sure. Hold on. Okay. The entrance for the tower is on the right hand side of it. I'll ping it here so they get back to the map. There we go. It is right here.
And the light is just shooting out of like a whole building.
Yeah, there's actually from where you're standing, you can tell one of the floors, not the top floor, like maybe the one right below the top, has collapsed when this shaft of light went, or some kind of explosion caused it to collapse, and then that shaft of light is shooting up into the sky.
All right. Graham wants to look around for like a rock, something, and just toss it up into the green beam.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
A strength check for a rock?
Well, you got to see how well you throw it.
How tall is this up there?
Oh, it's 4 or 5 stories up there.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought it was like something shorter than that. Never mind.
No. It's like
unless I really think I can throw something that far, I'm not going to try.
Keep in mind the gatehouse was 3 stories high. The tower goes above the gatehouse.
Okay. All right. So I probably can't throw anything up there.
Well, you could try.
Oh, I know. I'll have Q take his bird and like get a little pebble or something and go up high and throw it, fling it in there. I just want to see if there's any kind of reaction to it, unless anybody objects.
Q looks at you a little funny, but he manages to convince Oscar to do that. Oscar goes up and flies around the beam, giving it a wide berth, and you see him actually chuck the the stone into the beam, and it hits the beam and goes through the beam.
Okay, but no, doesn't like get disrupted or anything. It just goes right through like it's an illusion.
Yeah, well, not like an illusion, but it just passes through it like it's light.
Okay, all right. All right, fellas, are we going in or what are we doing?
I think we should scout these other buildings first.
Because I just want to make sure because we are out 3 now, we're still good to go on this or no? I don't want to.
We're good.
Okay, I don't want to just do everything without them. Like, bye.
No, you're fine.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Carry along with the shiny new plate armor.
All right, so debris.
Hold on, let me get to my right set of notes here because I've closed one.
I know the one. I know the one at the top is a building.
Yeah, I see. All these are buildings that you're seeing here. I just didn't do. I didn't do a great job in drawing this map. I just kind of quickly improvised it up when I built it when I built it over a year ago when I drew this map. Talking about prep time before. So there's 3. They're wooden buildings that stand at the base of the hill because the whole thing's kind of like on a hill. The buildings to the north was probably an old stable because you're standing in the corner. You kind of see this. The ones to the west and south were probably storage sheds. The ones down by Corum, the ones you guys are headed for, are probably storage sheds at one time. The ground is soggy under your feet, and even the closer you get to like Corum, like where you're at, it's actually sucking at your boots as you step in there. And you can see the swamp vegetation, the vines are just kind of grown up around it. Most of the building is actually covered with plant life to the point where you can't even really see the doors.
So this one hasn't been used in a while.
No.
Does it look? I'm just thinking back to that potion of plant control we know about. Does it look like someone like overgrew the plants magically, like they didn't grow naturally?
This looks like it's grown up naturally. It doesn't like to grow quickly. Finally, after a little bit of poking, you do kind of figure out where the door was at, and like the one that you're looking at there, Corum, you can see the doors. It's half off its hinges. It's covered in creeper vines and things like that, and it's just decay. No one's used these buildings or taken care of them in years, so the swamp is slowly starting to reclaim this building.
So is anywhere around here, I'm looking for tracks, specifically for dragon tracks. Have we seen any signs of a dragon anywhere in this courtyard?
You have not seen any signs of a dragon in the courtyard. Now, you do see lizardmen tracks, things like that. None of them over near here. There's tracks headed toward the tower, but not toward the side buildings.
Gotcha. Well, guys, do you want to check out? Is the other side buildings that we noticed, are they all kind of the same as this one?
They're all kind of the same way, in the same condition.
Okay. Corum will recommend maybe we can come back to them later on. Maybe we should figure out what's going on with this green light.
So this is out of character question. Make sure we're close since Q's not here. Did we say that we were going to barricade ourselves somewhere until night and then get into the tower? Or we want to kind of take a looky-loo right now before it's dark?
Q and I were of the opinion that we should wait inside there because we could see arrow slits and see like the meat pile and see what that dragon or whatever, and if anything else comes around. And you were of the guys were of the opinion, let's go check it out.
Okay. Well, Grun's going to feel a little bad about busting the trap door.
And meanwhile, you've left Lightning and Bertra alone, knowing that Lightning has plans to kill Bertra.
Wait, what?
I assumed they were, out of character, they were going to join us, just they weren't here right now because they weren't physically here, the people.
Well, they might, but you did leave Lightning is wanting to test Bertra's limits and her own abilities, apparently, and you've left those two alone in camp. That could be an interesting solo RP on its own.
No, we're going to get them up here so we're all together. The horses and everything are going to die, so just get them up here.
Okay.
Actually, was this a stable over here you said it was?
Yeah, well, that was a stable, but remember that first floor of the tower had been turned into it.
That's true.
Oh, that's right. do we have any inclination that it would be smart or actually work to put our mounts in that room?
Apparently, that's where the mercenary group was keeping their mounts.
Yeah, but they all died. That's what I mean by that.
I can't answer that question for you. That's your own decision.
Well, inside, I'm like, okay, well, all their mounts died in here, so ours probably will as well. Well, they're probably going to die too. Well, fuck it, they're going to die. So is Randy the only one here? I think Anthony stepped away, right?
He's back.
No, I'm back.
Okay. So what do you guys think? What are we going to do with the freaking mounts? Do you want to try to barricade them in this thing, give them some semblance of safety, or?
Here's the problem, though, and just for sake of scale, let me take you back to the gatehouse, and I'll center you on the first room there, which you all should be able to see.
I see. You mean this the one up
I
here?
got to move you guys down there. Sorry. Yeah, quit moving. Can't drag you if you're moving. I got to sit in the right layer so I can move too.
He's like, I can't see shit.
Where's Corum? There's Corum.
Where the heck am I?
I'm getting you there.
Okay.
Give me a second. You're all outside of the room right now. I'm moving you inside the room. I keep missing getting Corum to the right one.
It's not going to work. That won't even hold Rhino.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem.
How
I mean,
fucking big is that rhino?
Bigger than a horse, and there's 2 dead horses in here already.
So if a large takes up 4 squares, that's the size of a horse. Then a rhino probably takes up
6 to
8
8.
squares. 16.
That's it.
Depends.
I've never agreed with that. I figured a horse is like, too long by 1 wide.
That's how I actually
Okay,
think too,
but,
Brian.
it's
So,
past
but even at that,
2 dead horses.
there's 6. You guys have 6 mounts between you and a wagon, and the rhino's probably 1.5 wide as far as squares is concerned. So they would fit, but it'd be a tight fit.
What about the similar room that's mirrored to this on the other side of the gate?
No entrance,
No entrance.
no door.
That's stupid. All right, so someone's horse is going to die. We can't fit them all in here. Well, they might all die, but it doesn't matter. But one of them's definitely going to die.
Now you do have the gap between the towers where the entrance, the gate itself used to be. Then you could maybe put a horse or 2 in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Do we think the rhino will live out on its own?
You can ask Bertra that.
I don't want to be a dick with Marcus's mount. I'm like, I trust a rhino can maybe get by a little better than a horse out in the swamp.
The other question, hard part with the rhino would be getting it through the door. This is a normal human-sized door.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's send the rhino back to town. Put the horses in here and cross our fingers that nothing dies.
Well, you could
including us.
if you squeeze all your horses in there, which they'd fit. It'd be tight, but they'd fit. You could put the rhino in the gatehouse as an option. I mean, I'm just passing out options that the rest of the party might throw out. That's up to you guys what to do.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Everybody's like, I don't give a shit about the horses. All right, so we're going to camp in this gatehouse tonight. Yes, wait for dark, see what comes out.
That's it.
And then make our decision then whether we go into the keep or not.
Just out of morbid curiosity, are you planning to clear a room out? I mean, this place is full of dead bodies.
No, the gap between where the commanders were was kind of not bodied, and they had arrow holes there. That's where Q parked himself.
Well, Grunt will just add the bodies to the meat pile that's outside.
Okay, do that too.
Talk Bertra into carrying the big stuff like the horses and dragging it out.
Okay, so and that part of the asking is to do that would take an hour or so's worth of work, to get the bodies down ladders and out into.
Oh, I wasn't doing anything with the ladder. I'm just chucking around at the window.
There's no windows to check them out. There's arrow slits.
Oh, fuck.
I
They
mean,
won't
Grunt
get through
fits
there, will
in,
they?
doesn't he?
Chop them up.
It's like a Play-Doh factory. Like through.
No,
Oh God.
I kind of scoot them around, drop them down through the trap doors.
Okay, so are you going to clear? Which floor are you going to clear? The first floor, the second floor of the gatehouse, the top floor.
I guess where we plan
Actually,
on.
let me do this. Let me go to the gatehouse map, and I'm going to turn enforce line of sight off, update off, and restrict movement off. And ooh, that didn't help.
Does that require us to do a reload or?
No, it shouldn't. I was hoping that would clear. Yeah, there's another way for me to do this. Hold on. Dynamic lighting. Trying to do. There we go. And I'm moving the divider lines so you can see all three of maps at one time, or all four maps. Now you should be able to see. Now you should be able to see everything, guys.
Oh well, almost special move characters.
Yeah, you gotta move characters around, but
That one? Yeah, this one was where it was parked at. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
these are the level. Okay.
Yeah, these are the
not
levels,
this. Not this level. That's a bad.
This is where we parked. It was the third level up, and then like not to the like we go up to the roof through either side, but
okay.
Hey, this isn't a bad spot. This is that spot that's underneath the trapdoor over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
definitely
you
not
can't-
that level because that's got the open, busted walls that whatever can get right through, right?
Yeah, that's down here.
Oh, I kind of like this one.
The roof.
Yeah, that's the roof.
Well, we could see if something's flying in for sure.
and they can see us.
Yeah, I'm liking the one that. Oh shit,
Where
the one that Roglin's on is the one where I busted the door, right?
Yeah, that'd be the one
Yeah.
you bust the strap door in.
Well, I'm sure we can rig something up to hold that down. Plus, lizardmen can't fly, so yeah, let's do that. Let's pick this one. You guys agree that we're all
Okay.
on right now? Cram as
Sounds
many
good.
horses as we can. Go
Are
ahead.
you going to clear the whole tower of bodies and add those to the pile?
You know what?
Or just-
Actually,
We got a couple hours.
it's the room.
Yeah.
We don't have to
Well,
chuck them down the trap doors and carry them all out
You
there,
know
do we?
You know what? Stack them. They're all disarmed. Stack them on the trap door. Keep it shut in case something does come up.
Okay.
And only one way in. The trap door that we leave uncovered.
Okay, so. Or do you want to dump them in that basement? The first level one that you stuck your head in there, Grun.
I don't know. The smell permeates upward, right?
Yeah, usually.
Then I would advise whatever floor, south or north side, wherever we are. And then we camp out on the other end so we don't puke as we're sleeping or waiting. You guys agree?
That works.
That way, when they come back to life as undead, we only have to fight half of them.
That's Rock agrees.
Okay, so what I'm doing is kind of what you're suggesting there, Grun.
And now Grun's wondering if his joke is really going to happen.
I've stacked all the bodies into one corner on the thing. The two on the outside, I assume you just drag those out to the pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we're
let's see.
waiting for nightfall.
Can we do a short rest? Oh, we
Yes,
wait.
you can do a short rest, yeah.
I don't think I get
And
anything.
also,
from the
also
short
assume someone goes back and gets Lightning and Bertram and brings them forward along with the mounts, which I added them to the map.
Well, I can click on short rest, can I? And if there's anything I get out of that, right?
Yeah, sure can.
I forgot about that.
Makes life easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, and then-
recharged.
And
Okay.
then Song of Rest, whenever, like, if you're going to use a hit die, like, I'll go ahead and use one. So I think it doesn't work unless you use a hit die. Is that correct, Jason?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and burn a hit die. That'll put me at full.
Okay.
I guess I will too, damn it. But I don't need your Song of Rest probably unless I roll a 1.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, I didn't either. 6 hit points fills me all the way up. So it's like,
Yeah, I'm full.
good.
Yeah, I'm already full too. So
The Silent Key boss was injured, so we're good there.
Yep.
Now, where you guys are currently clustered at, you understand. See, that's level 3. Yeah, you understand that that's exposed to the night sky, right?
Oh, shit. Right.
Where we are?
Yeah.
Where you're at currently is the
It's
gap
the
between the.
rooftop of the gap.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, we'll hang out, wherever the bodies aren't.
where the bodies aren't.
Yeah, because we still had, murder holes or whatever to peek out of, right?
Yeah, there's arrow slits all around the place. You can actually see those on the map. You can see looking at them.
Okay.
I can actually now that we've solved that scenario, I can re-update that map.
I mean, this tower has like walls on
Yes.
hide
Yeah,
pretty
there's-
good behind these things and still keep an eye.
Oh yeah. There's
Unless it's a dragon.
There's crenellation there.
And the doors here, were they wood or steel?
Uh,
Oh, shit. In hindsight, oh shit, dragon can burn.
Okay, so what are you going? So the plan is you're going to camp for the night and watch the pile of meat, right?
Well, all around, but yeah, the pile of meat is
Well,
where you
yeah,
anticipate
Pile of
something's
meat
gonna-
is your main focus, I guess I should say. Okay, so
Imagine we can station everybody in the party at a different murder hole
yeah,
point to kind of look all around us.
yeah, you can easily station someone at one of the arrow slits on each one of the floors. The murder holes are actually on a portion of the map. And what a murder hole is literally like where you pull or things like that down to the gate area so that you can
Okay.
kill any attackers from there.
All right, so these aren't slits we're standing in front of; they're actually windows. Then,
No, those are slits.
okay, all right,
Those are arrow slits, archer slits.
okay.
That provides you a good enough field of view that you can watch and see like where Quarren's at. He's posted up on a slit right there.
Okay.
Actually, he's posted on a door. You're
It's
by
a door?
where Q's at. Yeah,
Oh, Q or Quorum?
Q.
Okay.
Quorum, you're at a slit.
Yeah.
And Grun, you're by a ladder with a slit behind it.
Okay. Are we going to work out like a
Rogue-
plan? Like if we see something, are we going to like call like a raven or like croak like a frog or just say, hey, I see something?
If you see something, say something.
Something. Got it. Something. Got it. Okay. I'm looking out the window.
So let's see here. Slash roll 1d8. The first hour passes. Nothing. The second hour passes. Nothing. The third hour passes. Nothing. It's now getting dark. I mean, full on night dark.
Is the beacon like really bright?
Oh yeah, the beacon's bright enough that you can see everything in the area. That's not a problem.
And the light hasn't like strengthened or weakened or anything. It stayed the same the whole time.
It's stayed the same the whole time. Now, as the sun
Okay.
has gone down, it's gotten brighter. Obviously, but only because it's the sun.
Okay.
So the question becomes: is the party staying up the night to watch this pile, or are you going to do your normal
I'm gonna
It
do
was-
observing.
routine?
Go ahead, Anthony.
I say I think the plan is we're gonna observe and not just the pile there. The pile's just we think maybe the dragon, but
Mhm.
we're gonna observe to see.
Quorum's
they-
going to do his own routine. Like,
Yeah.
If you
Once
guys
you-
can watch for the first 4 hours or whatever, then that would be
Oh,
cool.
I thought we were going to go in during the night.
Once
Oh,
we see
yeah.
if the dragon goes by. That's what I was getting to.
So if we don't see the dragon, we're not going in.
Well, the last couple nights we saw some big things fly by, didn't we? Or was it only one of the 2 nights?
Right, but
Nights.
I asked Jason earlier if we saw any signs of the dragon tracks around here, and the answer was no. So, I mean, Grun's of the belief that maybe the dragon has nothing to do with this. It's all by the lizard men.
The lizardman made the giant pile of meat.
Right. But I don't know. I guess we had this conversation before we start our watch. I mean, are we going to, if we don't see anything, we're just going to sleep for the night or do our normal 4-hour breaks, whatever it is? Or are we going to like watch for a couple hours, if we don't see anything, then go in the keep?
I'd say we could watch for a few hours, then go in. Like, watch up to the time. What was it, like 11 p.m. last time when we saw the shadow went by? So wait till like, I don't know, 11:30.
10:42, right?
10:42. Right. So wait till like 11 or so, and then if it seems all clear, then go in.
Yeah, I agree. Let's at least stay up to 11 and 12 o'clock. See if
Okay.
we see anything, then make a decision.
Okay.
Okay.
So you all go through your normal routine. Being that is where it is, and you decide, probably having a fire, even though there's places where you can heat and stuff there in the tower, you decide probably not a good idea. You don't want to attract attention.
I agree.
So you spend the time, and another couple hours pass, and then what would be your first evening's watch has passed. Toward what would have normally been the end of your second watch, 4 hours into what would normally be your night cycle of sleeping, when you're out camping. You hear something outside.
Who does? All of us?
Well, you all said you're staying up till at least midnight.
Right, but I just don't know if we all heard it or not.
Perception wise.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
10 or better, you're going to hear it.
Oh, yes.
Corum doesn't hear it. Tanner, would you roll a 1?
You roll a 1. You got a +6.
Grun. Grun is the master of perception.
Grun, your ears prick up as you hear a whoosh, whoosh sound.
Does it sound like a small bird? Does it sound like a giant dragon?
It sounds bigger than a small bird, Grun.
Okay, Grun's going to turn around and put like one finger on his lips. Shh. But we don't see anything, right? All we do is hear it.
You see something.
Oh, where do I see it at?
Well, you see it hitting the arrow slits and starting to puddle in the floor. It's raining.
Whoa. What I thought was a dragon is rain?
Well, you heard a whooshing sound. And then
You made it sound like dragon wings, Jason.
Well, it sounded like dragon wings because then there's the bright flickering flash of light as the thunderstorm starts.
Oh my god.
Corum, be very quiet. There's a thunderstorm coming.
And as you say that, Grun, well, here, I'll do it this way. Whisper, because this will be more fun.
I get sucked through the arrow slit.
Apparently you fit, so.
Meat grinder mode.
That's Kev's game. Jesus, come on, don't do this to us.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Shh. There's a big storm. And there's a big fucking dragon.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna
I guess
watch.
Corm's the only one that can see that, right? Or does Rogueland see that as well?
You're the only one that saw that particular thing.
All right, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees. I'm going to crawl over to the edge of the door. See Rogueland. Put up my finger to my lips. Shh. Rogueland.
He's outside it. He's on the roof.
No,
yeah, but he's right outside my door, though. I'm like,
I know, but you're on the roof, Roglin.
No, no.
Get
This is
the
inside.
fucking side. No, you're outside. That's
Oh,
open air.
You're on the roof.
Oh, I thought this was an inside thing the whole time.
No,
No.
I'm whispering to Rogan to
Oh,
get the
no,
fucking
no,
side.
No, sorry. I thought that was an Oh.
Can anybody here do like a magic message to the other folks?
No.
Fuck. Who's sneaky one here? Go across here. Tell the other folks.
He's gonna point at Grun.
Wait a minute. Does Corm have like a bow and arrow or anything?
Yeah, of course.
Can you like, write a note and like stick it to an arrow and shoot it across the room?
I'm thinking
There's no one in the other room. They're on the first floor.
Oh, they're on the first floor? I thought. Oh,
yeah, they're in the
fuck.
stable.
Fuck.
The horses keep them quiet.
Fuck. Fuck.
All right. So there's really the big dragon there. That's what you're telling me.
Man, how far off was it, Jason?
That was a good half a mile off.
So it's coming
All
here fast.
All right, so Grun will gingerly make his way out here and across. We'll make my way downstairs, let the other folks know.
Okay. The storm is picking up in intensity. And with it, the moonlight is going. The only light you have is a light from the beacon.
All right, so it's getting darker. I like that. So I'll go back across here again.
A crash of thunder and lightning lights the of
fuck!
day.
I drop and prone to the lightning flashes. All right, guys, so the big fucking dragon, are we waiting for it to leave, then we going in? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know why we waited for a big dragon.
I don't know either. But we don't see anything else, right? No signs of lizardmen, right?
No.
Is the dragon it's not here yet, or it is here?
Yeah, which direction was it flying?
Message that to
Toward
you
the town. Yeah, toward the town. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right, so it's not over us, or it's passing us, or
It passed nearby, but not over you.
all right.
Yeah.
So give it a minute, and then if it doesn't swoop back around for this meat, we should go inside. That's literally what we're waiting for.
I'd say we go in the tower now. We know the dragon's going to town.
And there's nobody at the town, so
Right. So let's get in the fucking tower now before it comes back.
all right.
So when you get to the first floor, as you plan to exit, you find all the horses there and the rhino squeezed in.
Sweet.
Because apparently Bertra has went out and fetched her rhino and managed to cram everything in there.
But they weren't sleeping very well, were they? All right.
Yeah,
So
the animals are very agitated. You squeeze around the animals. Lightning and Bertra both say they will hang out here to get the animals settled.
Slash knock them unconscious if the dragon shows up.
all right. So I guess we're going to make our way out the door towards the tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Q says that he'll guard here and watch you guys as you cross to cover you.
Rogalan's out there in his big plate clanking around.
What do you mean? Rogan? We're making it to the tower? Oh, change scene.
You're
I'm
fine.
just saying your half plate has disadvantage on stealth, so
Who said I was stealthing?
that's what I said. Is clanking his way across the courtyard. All right, I see nothing but black, Jason. I don't know if we're supposed to see something or
That's
not.
because I haven't dropped your tokens yet. I'm working on that. Just for that, I'll drop Grun last.
We'll just go in the tower. If it's not locked.
Where's Roglin? Q. Oh, there he is. There you go. There's a set of stairs along the bottom right-hand side on your map of the tower leading up. And as you get there is a plank.
A plank or a clank? Roglin,
Plank.
get behind us.
over the plank.
Shit.
Now the door itself is open, but there's a wooden plank stretching between the two, and the storm is getting worse. The rain is coming down in sheets now.
I am loving this.
You guys are all drenched.
I have the old wet dog smell. I love it.
Now the door at the top of the when you cross the plank, there's a doorway, and it has been opened. It appears to have been busted open, Roglin.
Recently? Does it look fresh? Does it look like it's an
Yeah, it
old
looks like
door?
relatively fresh. And there's through the tunnel or through the passageway leading inside, there is another door immediately to the right, and then the tunnel appears or the passage appears to make a hook to the left at the end.
Cool. I'm just gonna move just inside the door out of the rain.
Okay. And now
There's a
you can
door-
definitely see what's in the see that passage goes to the right there.
I'm gonna nudge him from behind.
So how high up is this?
Some of us will.
It's about 10 foot off the ground.
One to the
Actually,
right.
that's not a passage. I stand corrected, Riglin. That's not a passage. It was supposed to have been blocked out. That's what was throwing me.
Oh, it is blocked out. I can't see anything.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't supposed to be a gap there at all.
Oh,
Just see
okay.
a wall right there where you're at. I
Oh, sorry.
missed drawing it.
Moved up
I
one.
did it
then
on the
instead of-
map, but I didn't do it on the site blocking. So as Corum has pushed his way ahead, there's a portcullis that has been bent.
Is that what
yes,
this
that's
is?
what that is. It has been bent and pried open so that you can pass through. And again, you can see there's signs of a struggle in this room.
Signs of a struggle meaning like blood? Signs of struggle like footprints? What do you mean by that?
Well, there's some bloody footprints here, and like the paintings and stuff that's on the wall are cockeyed and that sort of thing.
What kind of bloody footprints? Lizard men or human?
Lizard folk and human, but mostly lizard.
Fuck. We're going to have to kill some lizards.
Where you
Roland,
guys further
go.
than me?
I'm nudging him.
Hold
Come
on.
on.
Let me get a map key up here real quick. Yes. Okay. I had to get my map key up so I knew what I was getting you guys into.
We're obviously not stealthing. Come on, Roglin.
Corum will stealth. That's a good idea. Man, I'm lagging. Like I think I already clicked it, so I'll give it a minute.
Okay.
There it goes.
Here it comes.
I gotta run up and get my wife inside. So
Okay.
I will be right back.
I'm gonna
So
just
as you
proceed
come around
cautiously.
Yeah, because you come around on the corner there, Corum, this room was probably an old dining hall. It's shrouded in cobwebs. The chairs are splintered. There's a huge. Well, it's just sorry. That's something else. That's not wrong room. Wrong room is like, wait a minute. That's not matching my map. The chairs are splintered. There are old bones scattered all around the room.
Mhm.
There is a doorway to the right. See right there. You should be able to see.
Yep.
And you can also see that there are arrow slits that allow you to see out into the courtyard itself.
Okay,
and the
can I
door's
try to push the door open a little bit more?
Sure. You
Okay.
push the door open and it swings partway around. You realize this door is a double swinging door.
Yep.
And it one way shuts off another room.
Okay.
And the other way shuts off a hallway. So yeah.
Interesting. Corum will move out of the way so he doesn't get hit by Grun.
Corum,
Roglin.
stop.
Okay.
You hear a really nasty cracking sound. Make a dex save.
Do I leap off whatever's cracking?
Yes. Go any a little bit more. Grun, as you come in the doorway, and Roglin's has taken up the rear to protect you guys from the back. You step up the doorway just in time to see a look of wide-eyed fear on Coram's face as he jumps and rolls to the side, and this whole section of the floor, get to where I can get my map adjusted, caves in and drops.
Jeez, you
What's
fat
that?
fuck.
Watch your
Sorry.
step there, Grunt.
Little too much ale, I say.
I'm back. Too much ale? What? What did I miss?
Roglin, as you look around the corner, you see dust coming down toward you, and you see there's a hole in the floor, and Coram is on the ground, setting up and just kind of looking at the floor like, holy crap.
He activated a trap card.
No,
All
you're
right.
so fat he broke the floor.
I meant to do that. There's a trap here. I detected it.
With your ass.
With his fat ass, yeah.
So glad we have the rogue with us. All right. But on that note,
Okay.
like
Grunt, as you look in that room there,
Oh.
there's 2 rotted, broken armchairs, a decrepit sofa. They all have very short legs, and they appear to be floating about 12 inches above the ground.
Floating?
Yeah, as you look a little closer, because again, you're like, wait a minute, why is it floating? You realize there's a white mist that's covering the floor about a foot deep. And it appears to be in pools, one by the door, one on over across the way, and then another one like around the corner, kind of out of the way.
There's some weird shit in here, guys. Got some floating furniture. Look. I'll step out of the way, hopefully. I mean, can I judge if I step close to this hole? Is it like continue to fall down, or am I okay?
You think you're okay. It looks like what's happened is maybe a support beam underneath has rotted, and that Coram was just, his movement across was enough to cause it to break and collapse on him. Yeah, Coram, as you move in, you can see that the furniture appears to be floating, the mist surrounding it.
All right, so to the right over here then, guys.
Grun's going to try to get a rough piece that's broken and just toss it in the room.
Okay.
Let's go see if it drops or...
Yeah, you toss the rubble in and you see the mist kind of part. It clatters and rolls across the floor, hidden by the mist.
Oh, so there's a floor there. Is that what you're saying, Jason?
Yes, there is a floor there.
Okay. Why is there this mist in here? What the fuck? This is weird shit. I'm going to gingerly put one hoof onto the floor, but not put my weight there.
Okay.
I love how you said that. Okay.
Nothing happens.
All right. I'm satisfied. I'll leave it alone.
Can I agonizing blast the floating furniture?
Okay.
It's not floating. It's just the mist.
Is it actually floating, or is it just the mist?
No, it's the mist makes it look like it's floating.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you would say it was floating above the mist. Kind of thinking. Yeah, I don't like magical mist, so I'm not going into that or breathing that. So,
okay.
Roglin's rule number 67 is staying alive. Ones don't drink the potions. 67 is don't go into the magical mists that usually kill you.
Wait, you just said 67. Do you have multiple 67s?
No.
Never mind.
Yes.
Roglin?
Yeah.
You notice that there is mist now coming down the hallway from where you guys just came.
From where we came in?
Fuck!
Yep.
Time to move, boys. Let's go.
Can we see anything?
Oh, yeah. Move over my map so I can make sure I describe it properly. You see a storage room. And, well, make a perception check, Grun. Let's just see how much you really see. It's dark down there.
I have dark vision.
I know you have dark vision. I understand that, but I want to see.
I see a lot.
Yeah, you see a lot. You see a troll looking up at you.
Fuck!
What?
The fucking troll!
Okay, so I'm
you
gonna
shouldn't have said that, Jason.
Yeah, as you look down there and look in the floor, there are at least one troll. You see the rubble, and you see a troll, and he's on his back, and he's pushing the rubble off of his back, and you hear him as he looks up at you all, or at you guys looking down at him. People.
Troll.
Whoa, what the hell?
What the fuck is that? It's not like my truck trying to start up in the morning.
All right, so that troll's down there. He's trapped.
There's a troll down there. Yes.
So anyways, I started blasting.
I can't. I don't have anything I can throw that I don't want to like lose, so I'll just spit at him.
Why does that sound like more than a troll?
And another troll steps from the edges to where you can see it. There's at least 2 of them down there.
Fuck. Man, we didn't see any doors on that side of the building, did we?
No, you did not. Okay, let me get over here, Rogue, 1 second. So that's the one. Are you shooting the one that's moving the rubble, or the one that just
the one's under the rubble?
Okay, let me pop my notes to a separate layer so I can get to him, because that does hit him. -9, and you got lucky, a normal spell effect.
I think they're farting. Trolls, are you trapped here?
Do you speak troll?
I said
Oh,
in
yes.
common.
Corm speaks giant. Can I understand what he's growling about, Jason?
We said people earlier, right?
Yeah, people.
He speaks common. So I guess I get no response from him on my question, huh?
You see it scratch its head a bit, and then it kind of takes a second. Goes,
Wait, cow person not talk our language. Our cow person talk Bob.
Your cow person talk what?
Bob, not talk you, talk him. It points off to the side of the other troll.
it points off the side to the other troll.
Okay, I'm about to say fuck it. Let the mist kill him. Let's go.
Does it look like they can get up out of the hole?
Well, they're not. I mean, as you're looking
how
at
deep
the
is
hole,
the hole? Sorry.
Well, the holes there is about 10, maybe 20 foot down to where they're at. I mean, they can't like jump up and get a hold of where you're at. But as you look around, you realize they're probably in the cellar of the tower.
Cool. So there's probably some stairs around here somewhere. Let's barricade the stairs. That's a good idea.
We'll be right down.
That mist is still coming into this hallway, right?
Yeah, the mist is now advancing down the hallway. It's slowly coming in and starting to creep into, and then you see more. It's starting to actually come out of the room too that you were looking in.
I want to look down this hole real quick. What is
okay?
What's down there?
Down what hole?
It looks like there's a hole.
Well, get the notes for that. You're fine. I just need to make sure I know what's in the room.
Chamber pot.
Chamber pot.
Corum dies.
Just the right set of notes? No, it's not the right set of notes. No one that doesn't make sense. That's not the right 4.
Now, before I forget, Jason, when we walked in this room, I mean, the light was shining from an area like right.
Yeah, that's like several floors.
That
or at
was
least
the
one
same
floor
section
above
of the
you.
building.
It's somewhere above. Okay. When you stick your head in that room there, Corum, it is a kitchen.
Oh.
There's a stove in here and that sort of things. And I gotta see something. It tells me there when it finally gets around to rolling that die. There we go.
And then I do
Oh.
apologize, but I probably have to go in about 5.
That's okay. We're gonna actually find a great place. There's a large iron stove in the back corner of the room, and it seems to be glowing and glowing brighter, and something seems to stream out of it.
Fuck.
Is it mist?
Not mist, it's lights, and that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Oh,
fun.
jeez.
Light. That's all we get. A fucking light.
Light bright.
It's a dead
Oh,
light.
now I see it. Yeah, that's some weird shit. Does it look like the light was coming from the mist over here too?
No,
Is it
no
different?
light coming from the mist.
Okay.
Let me go stop our recording.